Good morning, everybody. This is your boy JB stopping in to drop a word with you before we go to work today. Yesterday, we talked about consistency. Today, we're going to talk about inconsistency and the effect it has on your relationship with God. I know a lot of times we wonder, man, I feel like I'm so far from God. I feel like I'm not connected. But again, that's because we don't have a consistent prayer life. We don't have a consistent study life. We have to study God's word. It is the lifeline for us to live by. If you don't study his word, if you don't read, if you don't pray, and I'm talking to people who are born again, I'm ministering to you today. We're not talking about just the lost. The lost, you're included too, but this is for God's children. A lot of times we're like the prodigal son. We leave home and we don't want to hear what the Father has to say because we're trying to do our own thing. And if we're too busy to spend time with God, that means we become the prodigal children. But the good news about being a prodigal son is that you do have a Father and you do know your Father. He's always waiting with open arms to welcome you home. You're not thrown away, or he don't care about you because you can't feel him. This is what consistency does. It helps us to know him better, to feel his spirit around us, his presence. But if we're not having that, how can we have intimacy with him? Inconsistency kills intimacy. Because if you're not spending time with him all the time, let's say, for instance, you got a spouse. If you don't spend time with them daily and talk to them and communicate with them, you won't have a spouse long. They're going to get out of there. So we have to remember that we need to have this consistent lifestyle, this consistent life where we always reach out to Jesus Christ. We're always reaching out for the Lord. Never that, oh, I'm too tired, I don't feel like it today. Glad I said feel, because your relationship with Christ can never be built on what you feel, how you think, what they say. That's the worst thing, is what they say. So just remember, your relationship is built on faith and faith alone. Hebrews 11:6 says it is impossible to please God without faith. If you don't have faith, you can't please him. And faith comes by hearing God's word, by praying, by talking to him, by knowing him, by praying in the Spirit. This is how we increase our faith. So today, keep that on your mind. Don't let inconsistency kill the intimacy that you and God have. Y'all have a blessed day. This has been The Whole Truth. This is a word of truth with me today, JB Greer. Y'all be blessed. Thank you.